And we are back. Bears franchise. And in the last episode, we played our season opener where it ended in a tie. We have some interesting signings. We got Ted Karras going to the Jets. We have Connor McGovern going to the Cardinals. We have Levi Wallace going to the Titans. We have Jake Elliott going to the Colts. Um, last episode was a bit iffy. You look at it, we have a great quarterback. 7th in the NFL. But here's where the issue lies. Alright, you look rushing. Very poor game by David Montgomery. Receiving, great game by all our receivers. Ridley, 2 touchdowns over 100 yards. Bourne, over 100 yards. Here's where the issue happened. 1 for 3. Both his kicks were game winners. Or at least one was a go-ahead. He missed both of them. That's where the issue lies. Now this one doesn't matter. We're not gonna play this game or watch this game. We're simming this one. But we're gonna watch the Packers game. Some good news as well. We should be getting. We do. Sterling Weatherford is going to be back from injury after missing last week due to a preseason injury he suffered. He is back. Don't worry. Much needed help. We had a lot of injuries go on in that Broncos game where we tied. Can we get our first win of the season? Against the Saints, we do 23-14, and we are now 1-0-1. We have a new injury. It's going to be Okereke, out for 4 weeks. That is a huge injury. Hate to see it. We have Foye Oluokun going to be playing as the starter then. We have a practice squad player who has been signed. Drew Forbes gets picked up off of our practice squad, which sucks. So now, well, we got to go bring in a new practice squad guy. I want to say Drew Forbes was our punter. That one really sucks. Bobby Okereke. Probably our best defensive player by a long shot, I'd imagine. There's only one guy who's practice squad eligible, so we're going to bring him in. Chris Archer. Welcome to the team, Chris Archer. We are not going to put Okereke on injured reserve. We have a weekly award as well. That is going to go to Nick Bosa, who went off 7 tackles, 4 sacks. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. Mock draft 1. I don't know where we're going to be. The Packers 0-2. They have the second pick. They're projected to take quarterback Bryce Morgan out of TCU. The Vikings projected to take defensive tackle Eric Blackstock out of Oregon. We're projected to take middle linebacker Luke Hayes out of Florida. And the Lions projected to take free safety Ray Nobles out of Washington State. We now go to regional focus scouting. We actually have all of this. We can't do national yet. Okay. Our 2-star is Northeast. So let's do that. Northeast. Okay. We then have our Derek Callaway Central. Holloway Central, Scott West. Scott West, Holloway Central. Oh, never mind. I know what we're doing. Set focus scouting. We're gonna go ahead and give it wide receiver. For you, it's gonna be inside offensive lineman. For you, it's gonna be cornerback. And for you, it's gonna be outside linebackers. There we go. We'll do him come week 8. We aren't able to do him currently. So yeah. 6 minutes in, this is taking a while, but there's a lot to go over apparently. For this, we're gonna definitely defend the short pass against a good quarterback in Aaron Rodgers. For this, we're probably going to throw it short, honestly. I can't trust David Montgomery. We're gonna go for get one interception. We're gonna allow 24 points or less. We're gonna go 200, and we're gonna go no sacks allowed. Why not? Start training. We're just gonna skip all this because it's a lot easier to see training injuries if we just go to the injury report. We're gonna do staff points next week since we're already I usually don't try and take more than 5, maybe 6 minutes, and we're already over 6 by a mile. So we're gonna hurry it up here. Injury report. So we have 37 staff points. That will be for next episode. Jamin Davis is going to miss this game as well. There's literally 2 of our linebackers injured. Players to negotiate with. We're not going to negotiate yet, but just knowing. Calvin Ridley, Jordan Mailata, Yannick Ngakoue, Jack Fox, Jaquan Brisker, Tyler Higbee, Kyler Gordon, Jamin Davis, Dalvin Tomlinson, Justin Jones, Bradley Roby, Ryan Nall, Ryan Tannehill, Joseph Osai, Elijah Sanders, Thomas Booker IV, Dominique Robinson, Braxton Jones, and Malik Willis, all looking for contract extensions. If we quickly go towards our lineup, playing for the injured players, Elijah Sanders will be in play for Jamin Davis, and the rookie Justin Hartwell, second-year player, will be playing in place for Bobby Okereke in a way. It's going to be Foye playing for him, but playing for Foye since he's going to be starting. Let's get into it. It took a long time. In fact, nearly 8.5 minutes. So that in itself, with 8-minute quarters, minimum 40 minutes. The 1-0-1 Chicago Bears against the 0-2 Green Bay Packers. We are underway. Kick goes out of bounds. It's not returnable. We see Aaron Rodgers' stats. Not having the greatest season. 1 touchdown per game to 2 interceptions per game. In what could be his final season. I know I've been saying that for a while now with him, but I mean, he's just kind of hung around. First and 10, Rodgers looking to throw, gonna throw on the run, and it's batted down. Second and 10 now. Rodgers gonna look, throw, and complete. That is to Romeo Doubs. Cleveland and Baltimore in the game. That should be fun. Always love division games. Finding over the middle, that is Romeo Doubs again. They're now across midfield. First and 10 from the 46 now. Houston defeats Jacksonville 28-23 to get their first win of the season. Jacksonville still winless in a nice division game there. That pass incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 46-yard line. Rodgers is going to throw again. It's going to be a fade pass. And it's going to be intercepted off of the deflection. Sean Murphy bunting. Don't know why Aaron Rodgers threw that ball, but intended for number 15, which is Laviska Shenault, and it was intercepted. I'm not able to skip this, by the way, so it's not good being on a crunch time. As we see Paul Walton out there getting a bit of a talk with head coach Mario Henson. There's his stats on the year. Having himself a very good season, averaging almost 300 yards a game, just short of it. 4 touchdowns to 1 interception, having a great season. Was the first overall pick in this year's draft. It's going to be checked down, and Montgomery's going to fight forward for a gain of 5. Making it 2nd and 5 now from the 36-yard line. Going to hand off to Montgomery, and Kenny Clark is right there to stop it. Loss of 1 on the play. 3rd and 6 now. There's pressure to Montgomery, who's going to be tackled around the 36. Gain of a yard. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 in the punting units out there. Minnesota and Detroit going to be playing for Sunday Night Football. Atlanta and Tampa Bay going to be playing for Monday night. And it's going to take a beautiful bounce. That's going to be pinned around 1.5 yards. First and 10 from the 1. Rodgers over the middle. He has Laviska Shenault. That's going to be complete up to the 15 for a gain of 14 and a first down. Washington and Philadelphia playing each other. Another division game. Speaking of, Kansas City and Los Angeles also in a division game, and so are we. Checks it down, and unable to break the tackle. Going to be a loss of 1. Blake Jarwin. Buffalo and Cincinnati playing each other. Rodgers on 2nd and 11 is going to throw. Have they ran the ball once yet? Rodgers. Sideline pass is caught up to the 27. That is Christian Watson. First and 10 now from the 27-yard line. They've been calling some good plays. I was thinking they were going to try and run the ball here and there, but nah. Christian Watson catches it up to the 32, gain of 5. I don't think they've ran the ball once. Indianapolis and Pittsburgh, 2 1-1 teams. Seattle and Tennessee. Rodgers is going to look to throw again, and it's going to be caught by Romeo Doubs up to the 42-yard line. First and 10 from the 42-yard line now. Laviska Shenault in motion. It's going to be a handoff to him, and that's going to be the first rush of the game. It goes nowhere, and I don't even know if I'd consider that a rush. Dallas and Denver playing later today. A nice deflection there by the linebacker. Guy was wide open but got batted down. New York, the Giants, and the Raiders playing later. The Dolphins and the Patriots, another division game later today. There was pressure. He froze. And it's incomplete. Great coverage there. Incomplete. And 4th and 10. The punting unit is out there. San Francisco and Arizona. Another division game. We have a lot of division games this week apparently. A very bad job by the special teams unit for the Bears as no one blocked. Fair caught at the 21-yard line. The Rams and the Panthers will be playing later today. We already talked about the Lions and the Vikings. First and 10 from the 21-yard line now. Paul Walton looking to throw. That's complete to Cole Kmet up to the 35-yard line. Wasn't able to tell that was Cole Kmet or Tyler Higbee, so I had to wait. The Jets and the Saints playing each other. That pass is going to be complete to Kendrick Bourne up to the 42, gain of 7. Los Angeles takes a 7-0 lead against the Chiefs. And Montgomery's going to get 2, not enough for a first down. 3rd and 1 from the 45 now. Bears do not have to call another play, but it looks like they will. Browns leading Ravens 7-0. Walton on 3rd down. The pass over the middle to Kendrick Bourne is caught across midfield to the 47, 1st down, and that's going to do it for quarter number 1. Where we have a tie ball game, both teams really struggling on offense. Here are the first quarter stats for those of you who are curious. By the way, before we got to that quarter, I saw the Bills are leading the Bengals 21-0 early. That is a very blowout of a game. Montgomery's going to get up to the 35 for a gain of 12 and a first down. Yeah, 21-0. First and 10 from the 35-yard line now. Paul Walton looking to throw. Batted down at the last second as Cole Kmet was unable to catch it. Indianapolis leading 7-0 over Pittsburgh. Paul Walton on 2nd and 10. Throwing on the run. He had a lot of room to run, but also had Darren Moody, but he just missed him. 3rd and 10 now from the 35. I need more yards. I cannot trust Tyler Bass anymore. There's pressure. Walton over the middle to Ridley. And they're going to say he's short. And we're going to look at this. Ridley was able to get open towards the end. Walton able to find him. The first down marker's right there. The knee is there. He's definitely short. He might have not been down, but I don't think it would have mattered. Anyway, 4th and inches. The Bears offense is going to stay out there. The Titans lead 7-0 over the Seahawks. And it's a handoff, and Montgomery's going to get the first down up to the 23. 1st down. Gutsy decision by the Bears, but it works out. Something I've noticed, we've gone for 4th down a lot so far. Montgomery breaking a tackle, but even then, only enough to get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 now, under 6 minutes left to go in the half. Walton is going to throw. Checks it down to Montgomery, has some room to run, breaks a tackle. He's going to go up to the 18. 3rd and 5 now. From the 18, under 5.5 left to go in the half. 3rd and 5. Walton is going to go down. Devontae Wyatt's going to sack him at the 24. And the field goal unit's going to be out there for a 41-yard field goal attempt. Tyler Bass to give the Bears the first points of the game and the lead. It's good. Bears lead 3-0. With 4:52 left to go, the Packers are going to get the ball back. Down 3-0. Both teams have all 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, as that's going to be tackled at the 22-yard line. After the Packers had some sparks in their last drive, as they started from their own 1, they got up to the 42 before having to punt. Will they use those sparks to create momentum here? First play is going to be a loss of 3.5, 4 yards, as it was a check down to Aaron Jones, but Jamin Johnson read it perfectly. 2nd and 13 now from the 18. The Eagles lead 3-0 over the Commanders. It's going to be a handoff to Jones, the first actual handoff of the game in my opinion. Gets 5. 3rd and 8 now from the 24-yard line. Jets lead 7-0 over the Saints. Rodgers. There's pressure, and he's going to be taken down by number 90. Can we get a name? Is that Yannick Ngakoue? It is. And the Bears are going to get the ball back. Punt is away from the 2-yard line. It's going to be fielded around the 36, returned up across the 40 to the 43. Kendrick Bourne has 200 yards on the season. Definitely not who I thought would be our leading receiver. It might not be him, actually. It might be Calvin Ridley, but either way. That was a gain of 2 by Montgomery. That's going to bring up 2nd and 8 now. Walton throws on the run. It's going to be complete to Kendrick Bourne. Cross midfield to the 46, and that's enough for a first down. Way to hold on to that pass as there was great coverage. Bears don't have to call another play before the 2-minute warning, but it looks like they will. And it's going to be a handoff to Montgomery, who's going to get up to around the 44.5-yard line. And that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning, where the Bears have the ball across midfield at the 44. 2nd and 10, though. Second and 10 or 8 from the 44. Walton over the middle is complete to Komet. That's going to be up to the 40-yard line. 3rd and 4 now. This would be a 57-yard field goal attempt if they were to go for it. Walton throws on the run, and that pass is intercepted. And it's returned to the 40. That is Darnell Savage. Chargers lead 21-3 over the Chiefs. He had a man open. It just wasn't a good enough throw as Darnell Savage jumped it. And the Bears are going to get it right back. Kelvin Joseph. By far, I'd say our best preseason performance. Now get the ball back at the 48. Walton on 1st down. Quick throw. And it's incomplete. I was unsure who that pass was going to, but either way, incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 48-yard line. Walton throwing deep and incomplete. Testing Kendrick Bourne, unable to hold on to it, and that brings up 3rd and 10 now. And incomplete. Intended for Calvin Ridley, but not caught. And that's going to be a 4th and 10 punt. Jack Fox, who's had a great game so far with 1 great punt. That one very bad. Only to the 28. Punt of 20 yards. Seahawks Titans tied at 7. Aaron Rodgers has a chance to put some points on the board before the half. Over the middle. Wide open. Romeo Doubs already crossed midfield to the 47. Packers take their first timeout of the half with 54 seconds left. 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line now. Rodgers to throw. And it's going to be complete to Blake Jarwin, who gets the first down to the 35 and gets out of bounds. Was Nick Bosa the one on coverage there? Why was Nick Bosa in coverage? Over the middle, Rodgers completes a tight pass to Laviska Shenault up to the 24, 1st down. Packers take their 2nd timeout of the half with 44 seconds left. They're at the 24-yard line now. Rodgers going to throw. And it's going to be complete up to the 12-yard line, 1st down, but clock keeps running. That was Laviska Shenault again. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line now. Rodgers completes it to Blake Jarwin, who's going to be tackled at the 7-yard line. Packers take their final timeout of the half. 2nd and 5 at the 7-yard line. 16 seconds left to go. Rodgers. A quick pass. And it's going to be short. 1st and goal at the 1. Last play of the half, no matter what. Rodgers throwing. Touchdown, Christian Watson. And the Packers are going to enter the half with a lead as the buzzer beater touchdown. And the extra point's good. Packers going to the half, leading 7-3 after both offenses had very iffy drives, we'll say the least. There's the first half stats for those of you who are curious. As we're going to take a look around the league to see how the other teams are going to do. First, we're going to head over to Washington, Maryland, where the Commanders are down 17-7. Trevante McDowell with 2 touchdowns. A.J. Brown with a touchdown. Next, we're going to head to New Jersey, where the Jets are leading 21-7. Zach Wilson with a touchdown, Breece Hall with a touchdown, Elijah Moore with a touchdown. Finally, we're going to head to Kansas City, Missouri, where the Chargers lead 28-10. Baker Mayfield, 2 touchdowns. Austin Ekeler with a touchdown. Griffin, a touchdown, nearly 100 yards. Patrick Mahomes with a touchdown. And Thomas with a touchdown. Now we're going to look at next-gen stats here at the Bears when it comes down to throwing the ball short. And here are the Packers when it comes down to throwing the ball short. Both teams similar first half game plans. Let's see how the second half will go with the Packers leading 7-3. And the Bears are going to receive second half kickoff. Fielded around the 6-yard line. It's going to be returned up to the 26-yard line. Only a return at 20 yards, but it does get them past to where they normally would be. Walton over the middle, finding Kendrick Bourne up to the 46 in the first offensive play of the second half. Goes for a lot. Gain of 20 and a first down. It's going to be a handoff to Montgomery now, who's going to break a tackle, and he's going to fight just short of the first down up to the 44, needing about another half a yard or so. 2nd and 1 now from the 44. And they're going to go right back to him, and he's going to pick up the first down, getting 2 on that play. First and 10 from the 42-yard line now. Walton is going to throw. There is pressure, and Walton is going to lose a lot of yards. Back to the 46. That was a loss of 12. And it was just one-on-one for every O-lineman, and, well, more pressure again. And another huge loss. Why the... I can't say that. Why do you keep running backwards? Try and make someone miss, not run backwards. Now we need 34 yards. Well, it looked like a guaranteed point out of this drive. And then 3 sacks in a row because you don't know how to escape pressure. Oh my God, Paul Walton. I can't even blame you there because the O-line's not giving you any time. But the 4th and 43? It's a great punt, though. Breaking a tackle, and he's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line. We're never going to win if we can't beat our division. Didn't we go a ridiculous, like, 1-5 in our division last season? Rodgers is going to take it himself, and he actually has room. He's going to get 6 yards. Why can't our O-line do that? As that carry's going to go nowhere. That gets back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3 now from the 36-yard line. Cole Tweet 17-7 over to Steelers. A quick pass, and that's going to be intercepted. Sean Murphy bunting, and he will go all the way. And we have a 9-7 lead, extra points still to happen. And Aaron Rodgers, through 3 games, has thrown 3 touchdowns to 7 interceptions. And it's looking to me like he may have overstayed his welcome in the NFL. Granted, it's week 3. A lot of things could change, but 7 interceptions for 3 weeks, that's a bad statistic. You're going to have to play very, very well if you want those interceptions to not be above, 1 interception per game. Aaron Jones gets hit at the 30, big hit. Gain of 5, though. 3 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers is going to throw. And that pass is going to be intercepted by Kyler Gordon. And he is going to go all the way. That is 8 interceptions now. And we're going to take a 16-7 lead, extra point yet to happen. As Rodgers has thrown 8 interceptions for 3 games, he's averaging nearly 3 interceptions a game. He had an abysmal first game. Second game, he only threw 1 interception, which is respectable. First one, he threw 3 interceptions. And this one, he's thrown 4. Rodgers. And that one's also going to be intercepted. That one's not going to be taken all the way, though. Jalen Johnson gets tripped up by Christian Watson at the 11-yard line. 5 interceptions. Walton. Rolling out. He's going to take it himself, and he's going to score. And we're going to take a 23-7 lead. Extra point yet to happen. And what looked like a game we were almost certainly going to lose has turned into our defense becoming very good. Rodgers has thrown 3 interceptions per game on average. 5 today. 2 of them going for pick sixes. And a Christian Watson away from making it a third pick six. Packers now down 3 scores as they need to make a comeback and fast. And that one's incomplete. Almost got intercepted again, but luckily the receiver's helmet was in the way. 2nd and 10 now from the 25-yard line. A low snap is going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones, who's going to get maybe a yard. 3rd and 9. And Rodgers is going to fumble the football, and it's going to be recovered by Giannis Ngakoue, I believe, both forcing the fumble and recovering it. And there is turnover number 6 on the day for Rodgers. 1st and 10 from the 18 now. Walton is going to throw. It's going to be a check down to Cole Kmet, who's going to fight up to the 15 for a gain of 3.5 yards. The Bengals were down 21-0, now down 24-21. They have came back very aggressively. And that's Kendrick Bourne down at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line now. It's going to be a handoff to Montgomery, who's going to get in there. And we're going to take a 30-0 lead. I'd say the smart move here would be go for 2 and make it a 4-score game, but I doubt we're going to. Yeah, the extra point is good. We lead 31-7. That kick bounces off the goalpost. 1st and 10 from the 25. 55 seconds left to go. Down 24. The Packers are going to need a miracle now. Rodgers, plenty of time as the Bears only rush free. Completes it to Romeo Doubs up to the 30. Gain of 5. Now 2nd and 5. It's going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones, who's going to lose a yard maybe. And that's going to do it for quarter number 3. So entering quarter number 4, the Bears have a 31-7 lead. There are the 3rd quarter stats for those who are curious. And the Packers are going to need 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions while holding the Bears to nothing in the span of 8 minutes. And they're already at a 3rd and 5 from their own 30. So things aren't looking good as they are. Christian Watson was wide open. He missed them though. But somehow miraculously finding Romeo Doubs across midfield to the 41-yard line. Plenty of time. Bears only rush free. And finding Laviska Shenault up to the 17-yard line. And it looks like the Packers are not giving up hope yet. As even though they may have had a abysmal 3rd quarter, they are still showing a lot of fight entering this 4th quarter. 2nd and 9 from the 16-yard line now. We see a man in motion. And Aaron Jones is going to go nowhere. 3rd down and 9 from the 16-yard line. Rodgers completes Christian Watson down at the 9-yard line. 4th and 3. This will more than likely be the dagger if the Packers do not convert. They need 3 yards to keep the drive alive. Under 5.5 minutes left to go in the game. Hand off to Jones and Nick Bosa, and the rest of the Bears are there to stop it. Loss of a yard, and the Bears are going to take over from their own 10-yard line. As we are going to more than likely get our second win of the season, our first that we're going to witness. And man, it was such a good one. Defense coming alive. Offense doing their job enough. Third and 5 now from the 15. Just handing it off to Montgomery again. It's going to go nowhere. And the Packers aren't even taking their timeouts. It seems that the Packers have accepted their defeat. Fair caught at the 39. We're 36 minutes in, 3:41 left to go. I would take the starters out, but I'm afraid, you know, it's going to make the video extra long and all that. So if someone gets injured, it's all my fault. And that one's going to be intercepted. Jaquan Brisker, 7th turnover of the day. 6 interceptions by Rodgers and a fumble by Rodgers as well. And Montgomery's going to get a big hole. He's going to go up to the 18-yard line, and Tevin Jenkins goes down with an injury. Told you, it's all my fault if an injury happens. First and 10 from the 18 now. 3.5 minutes left to go. The clock stops due to the injury. Walton is going to throw. Going to throw. Nearly intercepted, I feel like. I'm happy it was a high throw because that meant it was harder for Amos to intercept it. But he worked that very well. And speaking of working, Jair Alexander is going to pick it off. And he has no one even close to him as he's going to take it all the way. And the Packers, they get a much needed break. And the game's not technically over now. If they get this 2-point conversion, 16-point game. It's going to be a handoff to Aaron Jones, who's not going to get there. I don't know. I felt like he crossed it. It's not about where he is. Remember, it's about where the football lies. The football never crosses there. I think that is an amazing call by the officials. I don't think he got that. And now, with it still being a free-score game due to them failing the 2-point conversion, and especially the onside kick now being recovered, I think that is going to end today's game. I think the Bears are just going to run the clock out. I don't think the Packers are going to, you know, use their timeouts or anything. I think the Packers are just happy to get an interception and a pick six off of the Bears the Bears going for it. The game was very much over, and for some reason they were still passing the ball. Montgomery, he's going to take that for a gain of 10, and he's eclipsed over 4 yards a carry this game. I'm actually shocked about that. As in our first game, he failed to even average 2 yards a carry at 1.9. 3rd and 4 from the 37. A first down right there. That's going to end it. And I'd imagine the Packers aren't going to be in any effort to stop them. As the Eagles are winning 20-14 over the Commanders. Another handoff to Montgomery. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to get up to 21 for a gain of 4.5, 5 yards. And with one more play, I'd imagine. I don't think we're going to run more than one more. Handoff to Montgomery. He's going to get the first down up to the 14. And that Are we going to call one more play? Is Kansas City about to lose their first game? No! We are not going to call another play. I'm not saying no to the Kansas City game. That was a weird no. I felt like it was a bad no. But we end up winning this game 31-13, even though Paul Walton only threw for 102 yards, no touchdowns, and I want to say 2, maybe 3 interceptions. We still get a very, very dominant win. As it took us until the third quarter to really break away, but we got there regardless, and that's all that matters. And in fact, how long was this episode? 40 minutes? That's it? We're going to spend our staff points. I was thinking we would not have enough time to do that. We were already crunched on time, but, well, let's go ahead and buy this. There we go. There are all the staff points spent. I know. No sacks. Well, we failed that. 200 plus offensive yards. We failed that. 24 points or less. We achieved that. As we're going to advance next week, we're not going to do anything there. We're just going to see if we lead the division or not. We need a Minnesota win to lead the division. And that is exactly what we get. Minnesota defeats the Lions. And now we're going to look. As we are one of 3, technically, we're still undefeated. Undefeated teams in the NFL, the Buccaneers and the Jets being the other 2. So, I'm guessing the Broncos lost their game. Chiefs obviously lost theirs. Where are the Broncos at? There they are, 1-1-1. So that's going to do it for today's episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I did, and I'm just now seeing we have a week 6 bye week. We're probably going to watch this game because the Bengals, even though their record doesn't show, they are a very good team overall-wise. The Giants are 2-1, though. We're going to watch this game. We have some new signings, as we have John Hayden signs a 1-year, $2 million deal with the Saints. Tristan Hill heads to the 49ers. Cameron Sutton goes to the Browns. James Bradbury heads to the Chiefs. That doesn't matter to us anymore. We have a quarterback. As we're going to look at stats, we are currently 24th in passing yards, 22nd in touchdowns, 32nd in passer rating. It doesn't matter how we're doing, though. We're winning. Montgomery, 17th in the league, or 31st, and then 1st with carries. Kendrick Bourne, 16th and 25th. 32nd in offensive yards. 1st in defensive yards. 23rd in points scored. And points allowed were 1st. So there we go. We have another weekly award. That's back-to-back weeks. Alright, but I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed.